I just had an awesome conversation with myself. And I just thought, like, Kim, you started a YouTube channel. You should get on there and you should talk. So, good morning, y'all. It is Friday. It's a little gloomy out here. I'm trying to jump in and get my 10,000 steps in before it rains. So, yeah. Um, of course, this has been election. This has been election week. And a lot of people got a lot of opinions and feelings and stuff like that, and I want to come and validate everybody's feelings, how they feel, even myself. I didn't get a chance to vote because I moved to Texas from Mississippi, and I have not changed over my driver's license, and I didn't think about an absentee vote until it was kind of like a conversation with someone that was like, oh, you should do an absentee vote. But of course, time had, went by, and I wasn't going to be able to get it here and then get it back in time enough. But, yeah, so I felt a little kind of way because I wanted to exercise my right to vote. And yeah, so that's that on that part. The conversation that I was having with myself was I've watched. I'm not a political person. I don't really follow a lot of the politics and stuff like that. It's like I'm a Democrat, so I vote Democrat, even if I agree with something that they say or not, that's just the party that I'm in. And so, yeah. So I've heard, like, I watched one video. I couldn't watch the whole thing because it was like the tone in the person's voice was just so aggressive, like, and at the end of the day, like, you have a channel, and I'm sure most of the people that follow you are Black women, so it just felt kind of harsh that you're talking to us and all this stuff, and which that's fine. You could talk however you want to, but for me, it was a little harsh, and I didn't want to listen to it. And then I listened to another video earlier of this guy. He was just talking about, Black people have been on the, we've been, the ones having to make the changes, and everything that happens is on our backs, and just really talking. And so I just got to talking to myself, and I was like, I don't, like I said, I don't follow politics a lot. And another thing is, I've never worked in a corporate setting, so I really don't know what any Black woman experience in the corporate setting, other than if they decide they want to share it. Because I've been a hairstylist, so of course I've heard things, and not all of them come in there and telling you what they experienced, unless somebody was just mad about something. And I've always tried to be the person to comfort them, encourage them, just listen, hear them out, empathize with them, all that kind of stuff like that, and just to do my best to pour love onto them, because I don't know that experience. So a lot of women that are in those settings, they did feel some kind of way with the election. And I guess I'm coming from the standpoint of that, we're Christians, and not to put any Christianese on it or anything like that, but I just feel like, regardless of the fact that we need to, that as we honor God and we praise God and we're thankful for God and we're being more like Christ, that we are to, give love, show love, my eyes keep going over there, but to show love and kindness to people. And I don't know, I guess I just because I've always felt rejected and always trying to figure out where I fit in it, that I just had this desire to just love people, because I guess to say that I just look for that place where I'm accepted, where I'm wanted, where I'm cared for, where I'm seen, where I'm loved. And I feel like that's a place where we all come from, and we all desire that, and we all want that in our lives, whether it's in our family, friendships, work environments, church environments, just, you know, wherever we go. Even when it comes to, you know, like you going out having a good time, you want to be in an environment and with that group of people that love you, that see you, and all those things. And so it's like, I'm just the kind of person that I just love. Like, you know, it hasn't always been easy, because, you know, when you're hurt, you feel like, oh, I don't like that person, I'm this, and that. But then it was like desires and hopes that I have in my heart. I started realizing that I didn't want those things to block what God wanted to do in my life. So it's like I have to release. And even the people where it's hard to love them, I have to be, you know, I'm charged with forgiving them and, you know, showing love to them. And it doesn't mean that I got to be their friend. They ain't got to be my friend or nothing like that. But just to show, you know, love, you know, to them, they, you know, despite of, you know, there's love. And you know, I had a friend, she was talking about Eve the other day. And she was like, oh, when I get to heaven, you know, I'm a pick a fight with Eve. I'm gonna talk to Eve, because, you know, we got cramps, this, that, and the third. And it's like, yeah, you know, we do have all of that. But even the one thing that I was saying to myself was that even the point of the story of Eve eating the apple, the enemy came and deceived her. And he deceived her, and she ate the apple. And the other thing that she did, she, you know, gave Adam the apple as well, and he ate it. And it was like she poisoned him with the deception that she was deceived under, you know. And so it's kind of like this kind of what we do when we're being so harsh and we're trying to get our points across and stuff like that. And I feel like, just, you know, in my own revelation, and I could be wrong, I don't know, you know, this is for me, I'm just sharing, you know, about me. But I feel like this is a season and a time that God is really trying to show us. Like, he may be trying to say, like, I hear the cries of my people. Like, when the Israelites were still in captivity in Egypt, it's like they're crying out to him. He hears them crying out to him and stuff like that. And this may be a point where we need to cry out to God, and we need to rest and trust that he is going to deliver us, not in our timing, but right on time, for such a time as this, you know. And I'm really standing firm on that. And, you know, to speak about me and just me moving from Mississippi to Texas, it's like, you know, for years I always said, oh, I trust God, I believe God, or whatever. But God challenged me to read the Bible this year, like to read the whole Bible, to go through the whole Bible. And I had to find a plan that fit me, that, you know, there was somebody who was explaining what the chapters was, this, and that. And, you know, with me being a hairstylist, I would listen to it a lot, like just put it in my ear and listen to it, listen to the chapters. And I would listen to the lady do the 7-minute summary of the chapters that we read. And even too, I started realizing that I really didn't trust God. I did not trust him. But the more I read the stories of Abraham and Sarah and Jacob and Isaac and Esau, and, you know, just all these people, it's like, oh, it started really building my trust in God, because I have been so timid and just quiet and could fade off in the background. It's like me and YouTube, it's like, oh, this is a challenge, because like I said, I have all these great conversations by myself. I preach in the closet, you know, all this stuff. And now it's like, oh, just make a video, upload it, post it. And so I've learned to trust God. And, I couldn't just trust God in the areas that I wanted him to move in. I had to trust him with everything. And that was protecting myself. That was even like the area of how would I provide for myself. I'm here. I've been here almost 4 months. I haven't worked, still got bills to pay, no money coming in, like I may have a, couple of family members, my sister may send me some grocery money or something like that, or my daughter send me something, but other than that, it's like you using your savings to sustain. But it's like, I trust God that I know he has a plan for me. And it's the same thing, like when you're reading the Bible, you see that he has a plan for each person, and he has a plan for the world. And I feel like this is just an ultimate challenge for us, to allow God to fight the battles for us. Even though we've been fighting for so long, it just seems like this is what we were supposed to do. But God is saying, let me fight that for you. But right now, I need y'all to humble yourselves and just call out to me and cry out to me. And I'm going to heal the land. I'm going to change, because it was until God was ready. He changed Pharaoh's heart suddenly. And his people were let go. So I feel like it's the same thing, but I'm not, on that political stuff or whatever. I just don't want the enemy to even deceive us among ourselves, among each other and stuff like that. And I feel like this is the time where we love on each other and we care for each other, and we all rest together, and we all sing the worship songs and read the scriptures and have real meaty conversations, not just about what took place this week, but just even about life and building wealth, because wealth is not all about the money. It's about us taking care of ourselves and teaching our children how to pray and how to take care of themselves well, and feed themselves and nourish themselves, and taking time out to go to bed on time, and taking some time out from being on social media and all this stuff like that. So yeah, for my people, I just wanted to come and just to say that I love you, I see you, I care, you're in my prayers. Yeah, and I want us to rest, and I want us to get to a place where we don't always have to fight the battle. Like, let God fight it for us. Let the other races stand up and fight for us. And I guess, maybe we need to take some of their hints and go have a seat, I don't know. But yeah, that was just my opinion. And I probably haven't said everything how I said it when I was talking to myself or whatever. But yeah, I just wanted to come and say that part. And probably just to get it off my chest. Because you know how like stuff be sitting on your chest and you just like, well, who I'm going to say this to? And you want to call somebody. But then it's like, I don't really want to call nobody. And I need to learn how to do this YouTube thing, and maybe there are some people that want to hear my voice, and not question it, and just allow God to do his thing with it. So yeah, so y'all have a fantastic Friday, and until the next time, go and flourish.